Hey, sorry. This is the second time trying to record this. My camera's bugged. But anyway, I just got done watching the new video of game theory, and I had to take the headphones off. I'll miss you, Matt. I mean, you deserve this after so long of making these theories, and I'll be honest. I started watching the theory, game theory, when I was 12, I believe. I was in middle school. I was terrified of Five Nights at Freddy's to point like I couldn't anymore. I was so scared, and yet it was this channel, the Game Theory channel, that it got me to it got me out of my fear. I fell in love with the series through all the jump scares and the it it's been a wild ride. I don't know like how to expressly say this. Um, I'm no poet like you, Matt, but it's it. I how else could I say this except I love you. You've inspired my life for so long. I mean, I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have any FNAF merch at all if it wasn't for you. I'm I'm gonna miss you. I'll be honest. I'm gonna miss you. It's like I'm fighting back tears to be honest because of the fact that like it's been a long time since I've honestly cried like this. You know what? Thanks. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. You've inspired me. I'm taking my step into the role of being a creator myself because of you, because of what you've done. Your videos have inspired me to take up this role. I mean, I've got so much that I want to say, but I don't have the words to say it. You've done so much for my life. I started watching your channel since when I was 12, and now I'm almost 20. I'm a year away. I'll be 20 this August, and like you've been my childhood. You got me interested in so many things. Like I wouldn't have known about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I wouldn't have learned about Bendy and the Ink Machine, Hello Neighbor. I wouldn't have learned about half of the series that I'm a part of now if it weren't for you. You have done so much for me, and I, sitting around here somewhere is that little game theory light. Mine broke down the middle. It's there, but I still keep it around because of the fact that like it's special. It it was my only piece of game theory merch I bought because I haven't had the money to buy more since. I mean, granted, I have a job now. Well, whatever. The point of the matter is thank you. Despite the fact that some people have disregarded your theory, some people have hated your theory, some people have said this, that, and the other thing. It didn't matter to me. No matter what they said, no matter what anyone said, I was just so happy every time a new game theory video would drop. Every time I'd be like, oh, snap, let's grab that. Film theory, I was like, I'm gonna watch that. Food theory, style theory now, I thank you, Matt, for all that you've done. You've done so much for me and my life. It's it's been a journey, honestly. For me, I've only watched you for about I think I have no idea now how long it's been since I started watching you, honestly. Like I remember started watching you back in middle school. That was when like I fully subscribed to you because you helped me find so much. So much of my love for gaming, movies, and all sorts of media now are because of you. You have inspired my life for so much, so long, and it's gonna be hard seeing you go. It's kind of it's already kind of hard. I Every time I hold a piece of Five Nights at Freddy's merch that I own in my hands, or I see a piece of media that I heard you cover, like there have been many videos that I've wanted, or many games I've wanted you to cover that I've never asked for you to cover because I took this time for granted. I'll be honest. I feel like I've taken my time with you and this channel for granted. I've wanted to. I've heard like thoughts in my head. I've had dreams, of another Subnautica theory, but about Below Zero, and like Robin IU would have been frozen to death the moment she collided with the planet, or stuff like because some of the theories didn't make sense. I'll be honest. Some of your theories maybe didn't make sense to me, but I enjoyed them nonetheless. I never would nitpick any of your theories, even if I knew that in one way or another I had evidence I was wrong. I would never bring it forward because I just loved your videos so much that I never wanted to try and dispute it. I think the one theory video that I really kind of took a stance on you, like, not against you, I would say kind of like opposition with, was your, I forget what theory it was. It was one of the game theory. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I can barely remember it now. But I think, I can't remember. Was it about Pokemon? I don't remember. It's been way too long. But there was one theory I remember I was kind of disagreed with you on, to the point where I kind of ranted about it to myself, and I never said anything publicly. Maybe it was because I was shy or afraid, but now I'm gonna say it. Part of me regrets not getting a chance to speak with you person. Maybe it was because of the fact that I never had any money to do any of the things I wanted to do with you. I wanted to like go see your show. I wanted to go to the Broadway play. I wanted to buy all this merchandise, but with such a lack of money my family has, I've never been able to. But you know what? At this point, I don't care anymore. I'm just happy to have known you. I'm happy to have met you. I'm happy to have known this channel that's to my, I think, my honor. I am honored to know that this channel has made me who I am. I am a theorist, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I because of your channel, I always like take deep look. Like, for example, one of the theories I've wanted to see you make was a Shantae theory. You know what I mean? I wanted to make Shantae's hair was like a devastating weapon or something like that. And honestly, I'm just toss all that aside. And for now, I'm just gonna say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You have inspired me. I'm currently working on a series that I think you'll enjoy. Maybe when I finish it, it's a little story where I'm taking a little bit of Ruby, a little bit of Percy Jackson, and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm just tossing a bunch of the gods and mythologies from across the world and putting it into one little series. I'll maybe make a mention of it eventually in the future. There'll probably be a video up on my channel at some point, but now it's not the time or place. And I want to say it's been great. It's been a blast, really. I guess you could say it's been a brain blast being along with you. I joined this theorist community officially, subscribing to the Game Theory YouTube channel in 2016, I believe. I think it was 2016. I'm not sure. Uh, but I've stuck around. I've been here since before film theory dropped. I know that much. When I heard you talk about film theory released, I remember the cool little intro where I, you know, just to show my appreciation, I'm gonna talk about my favorite theories from each channel, just because of the fact that I want to say the Subnautica theory you made about the dying planet. That was my favorite theory of all time from game theory. I did the research myself and went and double checked all this research, and I realized that, oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Um, Granted, there have been a lot of things that, a majority of Subnautica fans have kind of waggled their finger at, like, but it doesn't matter to me. I didn't take any of the criticism, and I stood by that theory because the fact that I genuinely understood your message. It was a really fun theory, and I wish I could go into more detail on why I love that theory, but I'm currently not at the words to say it. I think my favorite film theory. This one's a tough one because there's been a lot, honestly. I mean, there's the whole how to kill Deadpool theory that existed, the whole Deadpool theory about how to kill Deadpool. That was a really good one. I loved that one a lot. There was the Saw theories that you did. I think it was the one Saw theory. You get the idea. The whole Saw theory that you did. I liked that one. That one was fun. It's just been so many. I'm currently at a loss for words because there's just so many of them. I gotta say, I think my favorite food theory was the McFlurry cake because I tried that myself and that was really good. I liked it. And your pine tree theory of recent, the one where you finally did it, you ate the tree. I'm gonna try that myself. I don't have a freeze dryer, but I'll try. And on style theory, I gotta say it was the first one, the first style theory episode, because I could tell there was something different about it. The way you acted, the way you talked in that theory, the way when, I've noticed that I kind of felt it down inside that you were about to leave. There was something in my gut that was telling me it was time. I felt it. Every time I saw you online, saw you play, I saw you talk, I watched some game GT Live, and every time I could tell something about you seemed different. You seemed tired, exhausted. Still energetic, but it sounded more forced, I guess you could say. And I gotta say, take a good rest, Matt. You deserve all of the rest and relaxation that you've worked hard for. You've inspired thousands, maybe even millions of us. And I think I could say from the theory team, not the theory team, I guess you could say, for the theorist community, I think I could speak for all of us when we say, thank you, Matt. If I could reach through my computer screen, I wish I could give you a hug. Because you've been I guess you could say a kind of a secondary father to me, I guess. It sounds so cheesy to say, but like it's true. You've been so inspiring in my life. I'm I'm working on so many projects right now because of you. Because I've wanted to have you talk about my things. My series I'm making, Divine. I'm making a series called Divine, which is the God thing I was talking about earlier. I'm trying to make an indie game. I'm going to try and make an indie game of my own, which kind of follows like this kind of, I guess you could say it's Pokemon-like, I guess. I want to do more indie games kind of stuff inspired by some of my favorite video games of all time, like Shantae. That was one of my big inspirations for this game. I've yet to get a name for it, actually. But, like, some of my biggest inspirations is Pokemon, Five Nights at Freddy's, Shantae. Like, these are going to be the inspirations of this game. And when it comes out, I hope you'll play it. I hope you play it. I hope you'll love it. Keep an eye out for Swift Daedalus, I guess. And I feel like I'm just bogging everything down at this point. Because, like, I'm sitting here on a wooden kitchen chair with a FNAF blanket on my back and just, like, I don't know how to say it without feeling, I guess, disingenuous. Like, I want to sound genuine in all this. Because I really am thankful for what you've done for me. I've wanted to become a YouTuber because of you. Now, I know my channel currently isn't sitting at many videos. I mean, this is going to be like my newest one. I think this is going to be like, I guess, out of all the videos I've created, my 6th one, I think, maybe 7th. I've got a bunch of private ones that no longer matter anymore. But a lot of your words I've taken to heart. The one thing about you that I'm really happy you've always kind of, in one way, shape, or form, I guess, spoke, I guess you could say, or the one thing you've always kind of stated is be happy. Try and keep thinking. That's the thing that I think I've taken away from this channel the most. The ability to think about the implications of the deeper series, Even if there's nothing there, nothing to theorize about, Like, I'm playing Cookie Run Kingdom and expecting it to turn into Old Yeller, you know what I mean? Like, I'm playing Cookie Run Kingdom over here and expecting some sort of, like, hidden lore about, like, some sort of biblically accurate angel trapped in a video game or something, you know what I mean? And despite all of the people who negatively commented or just straight up called your theories wrong or disagreed with you, in my eyes, I think it's all worth it. And so, you know what? I'm not even going to try and patch out any of this broken mumble jumble, because to put it into a simple perspective, I want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, from my toes to my ears, thank you. You have been a wonderful, beautiful man. You have basically shown me that this world has so much to learn and offer me. To be honest, back before I met the theory channels, I'll be honest, I was kind of a wuss. I was dumb, stupid. I kept trying to make points, and I tried to be smart, but I never really was. Until I found the theory channels. I've learned so much about the world through the theory channels and everyone associated with them, like Gaijin Goomba, Dan, Cybert. I've met so many people in my life who have been impacted and have been a fan of you. Like, I have my own little friend group who are friends of you. Funny enough, that little theorizing, um, every week after that video dropped, whenever we'd meet up, one of us was always singing it. If that just goes to show how much you mean to us. So, Matt, thank you. Take a good rest. You deserve every single subscriber, every single heart, every single love from all of us. So, let me just say it from my heart. Thank you, Matt, so much. You have inspired, you have promoted, you have made me smile. You've made me laugh, you've made me cry, you've made me maybe a little bit angry here and there. But all in all, I'm glad to have known you. So, I am William Waldron, a theorist. And I want to say, Matpat, thank you so much. Godspeed, soldier. You are good. Real good. One of the best. And remember, sans is Ness, and you are the best.